So I'm trying this new vertical video thing. Um, so yeah, looking forward to seeing how this goes. I haven't done one of these vertical video things, but apparently this is becoming a new thing. So just wanted to come on here, hang out, talk a little bit about the bull run, talk a little bit about what's going on right now in crypto, my thoughts right now, and just have a little conversation. So figured, what the heck? So GT says, Zach, read up on Jasmy's PDL locker. There's a big secret sauce coming up. Also, their 2024 roadmap is coming in March, and also they're getting out of the Binance Innovation Zone in April. Yeah, I heard about that. So we've been covering Jasmy, talking about Jasmy a little bit. Definitely one that is interesting to me. There's a lot to be said when it comes to these lockers. I think that's going to be a really important piece to watch because it impacts the supply so much, right? So we're definitely going to be watching that closely. I did go ahead and open up a position in Jasmy at the 1.3 level, so just over a cent before, like a cent and a half. Speaking of that, I wanted to kind of see where is Jasmy right now. Is it kind of dialing back a little bit? But I wanted to open up a position. I definitely was very impressed by the community. Okay, so yeah, we're at a cent and a half right now. So I'm a little bit up on that investment so far. And it's more of a long-term hold for me. I want to hold for the bull run. I'm going to be dollar cost averaging too. So we'll definitely be doing some more Jasmy content on the channel too. So if you guys are a bunch of Jasmy community members here on the stream, if at all, make sure you guys check us out on that next one for sure. And subscribe, of course. Jasmy, baby. Jay said, what's up? What's up, Jay? Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for all your info. Yeah, man. Southpaw, we're learning every day, man. We never come on here and say, look at us, we got it all figured out, right? Because the minute you think you have it all figured out, literally is when you get crushed. In crypto and in life, right? You got to keep that beginner's mindset. You got to just stay humble, but also be confident, right? And finding that balance is tough. But in crypto, that's kind of what we try to do. We're not going to win on every trade. We're going to be wrong. You just have to live to see another day in crypto because what we're really striving for, right, is getting those big hits. That's really what we want at the end of the day. And you need to be willing to take chances and take risks. And guess what? With risk taking comes L's. You're going to lose, and that's okay. But I think having a plan, having a strategy that fits your individual goals is so crucial. So many people try to just like implement exactly what another person's doing. We're all so different. We all have different goals, different strategies, and I think we can learn from everybody in the space. I really do. So yeah, we got some people hanging out with us. This is pretty cool. Hit that like button, guys, if you would. That helps us out for sure. I'm literally just hanging out. Usually kind of listening to Twitter Spaces this time of night, but I was like, you know what? Let me try this vertical video, see what's up, answer some questions with you guys, just hang out, and yeah. So let's see what else we got in chat. Oh, we're doing a Twitter Space tomorrow, by the way. I'm starting this thing. It's called the Crypto Breakfast Club. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description of the video. I think there's a description to these live streams. But yeah, we're doing a Twitter Space tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern. So definitely come and check that out. I'm looking to interact with as many people that show up on those. Can't wait for that. Caspa will run, including Arc Block. Yeah, I like Caspa a lot. I've heard about Arc Block, not invested in it yet. Don't know as much about it right now. I've been so focused and locked in on some of these small cap AI cryptos and gaming. But Caspa is one that absolutely love. It's one of the top five, one of my top five holdings now, which is crazy. But yeah, we started buying Caspa at 4 cents, and we've been DCAing. What's up, everybody? Do you check ABT? I'm not sure what ABT is. What do you think about LUNC? Luna Classic is still very intriguing to me. I don't own any Luna Classic right now. Still cover it from time to time on the channel. Did trade it back in the day when it got really hot, when the community took it over. I think it's an OG community token that a lot of people are very, very passionate about. And as long as that passion remains and we get some development happening on chain, I do think Luna Classic can make a comeback. Straight to the point, reasonable NR of projects to diversify in your opinion. Um, reasonable number. Oh, reasonable number of projects to diversify in your opinion. I think this question is very different depending on who you are, how much you want to invest in crypto, how much of your net worth you want in crypto. Off the top of my head, focusing really heavily on like 5 to 10, I think is a good idea. And then obviously, like you can take a portion of your portfolio and like hunt for gems, but really focusing in on like 5 to 10 that you really like, I think is a good strategy, Roman. That's kind of what I do. Like the bulk of my portfolio is made up of about 7, 8 cryptos. And then after that, like I allocate a certain percentage to just take chances on flyers, take chances on new launches, meme coins. I'm able to do all of that because I have the backbone of my portfolio of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Caspa, Polygon. That's my top 5 right there, right? So I'm always looking to DCA into those. And then right after that, Chainlink has become a big part of my portfolio, top 10 holding. Looking to add to that all the time. I think that's just a super underrated crypto right now. So like those are like my 6 that I would say I focus in on more than anything else, right? When do you think altcoins will start running? Well, some altcoins have started to run, right? I mean, it's been like the AI sector has been exploding as of late, but you're right, like the OG altcoins really haven't all run together. It's certainly not like altcoin season yet. I think we're going to see altcoin season after the Bitcoin halving. I think the latter half of 2024 is my guess. Again, we're guessing. We're not going to be able to time it perfectly, but I would think that altcoins start to rally in the back half of this year. Ethereum ETFs, I think, could also drive some altcoin rallies as well. I think you're seeing some of that right now, though, right? Like you're seeing Ethereum outpace Bitcoin the last couple weeks. Very interesting. We covered that in our video today. Very interesting. Finally, Ethereum's starting to outpace Bitcoin a little bit. And I think this is the time where people are speculating on Ethereum. Why not? Right? Because if you speculated on the Bitcoin ETF and you started buying when all that speculation started, you did well. You did really well with Bitcoin. And I think a lot of people are looking at that saying, okay, now the Ethereum ETFs. Now we can start speculating on the Ethereum ETFs. What do you think about Gala's upcoming DEX coming on Tuesday? Are you going to do a new video about it? Yes. So, Planet Goop, we are interviewing Gala's president on Tuesday. So, very fitting, right? I'll be interviewing the Gala president on Tuesday. Not going to be going live with that. We're going to pre-record it, and then we'll set it as a premiere video probably Tuesday night. So be on the lookout here on the channel for that. I'm going to be looking to do a lot more interviews. I think that's something that I really enjoy. And, I did it kind of early on in YouTube, kind of got away from it a little bit. And I want to bring that back because I think those kind of longer conversations with people like the Gala president and things like that, a lot of people can glean from that. So yeah, I was excited that we were able to get that all squared away. So that's coming up on Tuesday. So yeah, Planet Goob will be covering that. Appreciate all the kind words, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me too. Definitely awesome. Obviously wouldn't be able to do it without you. I still can't believe it sometimes that I do this full time. It's such a blessing. It's amazing. Learning every single day, man. I love it. Let's see here. Yeah, I did see the graph has been doing well, GRT. Do I think it can 10x in the bull run? Yeah, for sure. I definitely think it can. Thoughts on Telcoin? it had a crazy pump not too long ago. I don't know much about Telcoin though, other than that for a minute there it got like into the top 10. And I know it has a lot of VC backing. How many exchanges do you use? What exchange do you like to use for the micro gems? I would say Mexi. Mexi's probably my favorite exchange to use for like some of the newer cryptos. A lot of them get listed on Mexi. Um, I would also say L Bank, but I like Mexi's structure. I like Mexi's structure a little bit better than some of the other, like we'll call them tier two exchanges. But I do use Mexi. I use a lot of exchanges for like trading and things like that. Of course, um, I use Bybit, Margex for some of my trades, Coinbase. Um, those three and Mexi are probably the ones I use most often. Um, I'm not holding Flare Network, and I saw that it was crushing it. Congrats to you if you're holding it. That's awesome. Cody's going to $1 this year. Yeah, so Cody, part of the Cardano ecosystem, absolutely killing it. Love it. We have so many people that absolutely love Cody in our Discord. We've got a big Cardano following. Um, so yeah, happy to see Cody crushing it. What do you think about Secret Network? I like it. I've looked into it. I'm not an investor in it. You know how it is. There's so many different cryptos out there. It's so hard to invest in everything. You know what I mean? It's so difficult. I'm not invested in it yet. Yet. But I do like the Secret Network. Um, what, for example, would cause SHIB to explode? Say right now, just a hypothetical. I'm investing for the long term, plan for 2025 and 2030. When it comes to SHIB, we just need traction on Shibarium. And I think all tides will rise together, like in the altcoin push. But I think really what we need is to focus in on an area. I think it could be gaming. I've said that for a while now. I think that would be really smart. Um, I would love to see them go heavy into gaming. And then obviously burns. You know, burns are huge. People want to see them. People want to see burns. And there's been a lot of things that have just not went as planned since August of last year when Shibarium dropped. You know, I was out at ETH Toronto. It was a little disappointing, right? Like the whole um I was there live. I mean, and the event itself was awesome. I'm going back this year. I can't wait. By the way, if you want 25% off tickets, use Zach25 at checkout for ETH Toronto in August. I hope to see a bunch of people out there. I know like 20 or so people have already emailed me saying they're coming. That's awesome. I can't wait to meet you guys out there. It's a great conference. It's a very, very good first step. Like it's like 5 to 7,000 people. But anyway, yeah, like I thought, you know, Shib did a great job marketing out there, but the whole message and everything like that, and it just didn't hit, you know. But there's still time. So those are kind of some quick thoughts. Will XRP ever leave 54 cents? Yeah, I know, right? XRP's stuck right now, you know, until this lawsuit's taken, until this lawsuit's done, XRP is not going to move. Now, the good thing is we have a lot of buying pressure that tends to come in around 50 cents with XRP. A lot of the whales added their positions. They don't like to see XRP go below that 50-cent mark. We've seen it happen a little bit, and then it bounces right off. So eventually, yes, XRP will leave 54 cents, but it's range bound right now because there are just so many people that are basically not willing to invest until this whole thing gets resolved. And quite frankly, I'm one of them. Like I own some XRP, not a ton. I'll own a lot more if we have more, if and when we have more clarity, which I think we will, on the whole lawsuit. You know what I mean? Because you only have so much money to spend, right? You can't buy everything. You can't have a sizable position in everything. So it's tough, but do I believe in Ripple's technology? Hell yeah. Do I think XRP has tremendous upside? Hell yeah. But right now, I'm spending on, stacking Caspa, Cardano, Chainlink, Polygon. Like these four in particular are just right now cryptos that I want a ton of, right? So it's tough. Market is flirting with $2 trillion. Hell yeah. We did get above 2 trillion there for a little bit. Filecoin or Arweave, if you can only pick one. I would say Arweave, and they're very similar in the data storage area. I would say Arweave simply because it's newer and there's going to be probably more hype around it in the bull run. So it has nothing to do with like the tech or anything like that, but that's how crypto is, especially in the altcoin market. Like people are probably going to speculate more on Arweave because it's a smaller market cap. Filecoin's an OG. It's been around forever. It'll do its thing. But if I had to like give you a lean one way or another, I'm going to go Arweave there. Do I think Shib can reach an all-time high in this bull run? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, I certainly do. It's not going to be easy, but we've seen Shib and Doge pretty much remain flat here. There's not been a lot to talk about. Pepe thoughts. I think Pepe will come back too. I think it'll be a narrative play around the election is when I'm expecting Pepe to make some big moves, maybe a little bit beforehand, maybe around like debates and things like that. But we're seeing like all different kind of political stuff in crypto already happen. Like there's a Trump coin out there and a Biden coin. I saw them both on the freaking Dex Tools rolling ticker today, and they're both just worth like tens of millions of dollars, which is crazy, right? But it's crypto. Like that's what you get, right? Volt will be huge this bull run. I hope so. I hope Volt makes a big comeback. Love the community. They had an awesome run last bull run too. And really, they didn't experience the full bull run. Will ETH ever get gas fees fixed? It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. Like that's like the trilemma, right? The blockchain trilemma. You can't have it all, right? It's very hard to solve the trilemma. Caspa's probably been one crypto that has done more than anything else in solving that trilemma. But even if ETH doesn't get their gas fees fixed, Ethereum will still be fine, and it will be, I think, number 2 to Bitcoin for a while regardless. And B, it opens the door for other chains to do really well, right? So I think it's a win-win, honestly. I know gas fees suck from the standpoint of like, we don't want to pay them. And like you have to strategically kind of buy things at hours where gas fees are lower. But from an overall like perspective, I think it's actually good because it creates competition in the marketplace. Like if Ethereum was absolutely just perfect in every single way, there would be no reason to have other layer ones, other smart contract platforms, vying for activity or what am I trying to say? Yeah, there'd be no point to even be there, right? I think that's the big thing you're seeing. A lot of these layer ones now are trying to pick out little things that Ethereum is not good at and become really good at that, which makes that like that's how you do it. Would you be interested in making tutorial videos in the future on the DeFi exchanges for people who aren't familiar with how to use those platforms? Yes, and I have some tutorials out on the channel. I should probably do more of those type of videos for like beginners and things like that. I can definitely do that. Let me know if you would, DRK, if you would email me, that would be awesome. If you guys ever have like requests of content and things like that, I have an email that's on the back end of my channel. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And I love answering emails and hearing from you guys. So definitely could do more of that. Can you ask the Gala president, are the people with Gala locked on Coinbase forever? A lot of us have Gala stuck there. That's okay. Yeah, that is a good question. Okay, I'll try to get that answered by Bitbender. Because I know they did delist there. Pepe Bitcoin Mog is the alpha. Nice. Caspa $5. I think Cas can get to $5. Dang, I'm late. Work. What's up, next level? We're just chilling, man. We're just hanging out, chilling. ICP, Siacoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ordinals. Nice. I like ICP too. A lot of potential upside there. And of course, Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin Cash fan. Siacoin's been crushing it. Just joined, and sorry if you've already discussed this, but are you still bullish on Bad Idea? Definitely still very interested to see what they're going to do. I'm still holding a small bag of Bad Idea. I know they recently just partnered with K9 Finance too, which K9 Finance hasn't launched yet, but they're getting ready to launch soon. They're also an official partner of Shibarium and the Shib team, and they're bringing liquid staking to Shibarium, which K9 Finance. That's a big deal actually. Go look at what Lido DAO, its market cap is worth. Obviously now that's on Ethereum, but they bring liquid staking to Ethereum. K9 Finance, I think, is going to be a very interesting play. I'll be getting in at launch. I'm already a private investor in there. And if it does what Bad Idea did on its launch, look out, right? I did see that they brought the main dev, or I don't know what he actually, um, his title is, but he's more of like a developer. He's a developer. They brought him on as an advisor at K9 too. His name is escaping me. Somebody will put it in chat. Ordinals are cool. I need to learn more about them, admittedly. But there are a lot of Bitcoin ordinal type plays that have been crushing it. Stacks is one that I absolutely love, guys. That is basically the layer 2 on Bitcoin. Stacks, STX. That is one of my, that's another one of those cryptos that I'm stacking. So like Chainlink and Stacks are ranked 6 and 7 in my holdings right now. I'm adding Chainlink and Stacks. Chainlink, Stacks, Polygon. Nobody's talking about Polygon right now. Nobody's talking about Polygon right now. Nothing has fundamentally changed about Polygon. I think it's a great altcoin with tremendous upside. I think Polygon's one of those altcoins that has one of, if not the best opportunity to gain institutional interest once altcoin kind of season starts, right? If we get this Ethereum ETF, you wait and see the institutional interest that's going to be coming into the altcoin market. That's huge. There are two big things happening right now. Two big things. That is Ripple versus SEC, and that is Ethereum ETFs. Those two things are very crucial right now ahead of altcoin season and getting, big institutional players and that interest in altcoins like we're seeing with Bitcoin. Say what you want, right? And a lot of people will say, well, this is what you guys wanted. Like, did you really want BlackRock to own all your Bitcoin? And like, we didn't want this. Well, you can't have everything, right? So do you want a mainstream adoption? Like, do you want Bitcoin to get out to the masses? Or do you just want it to be completely decentralized all the time? Like, you can't have both. That's the problem, right? So I'm more of, hey, we're early to all of this. Let's be early, and then everything, get adopted like crazy from the institutions. I'm fine with that. And guess what? It's out of our control. Like, we can sit there and bitch, moan, and complain about it, but we can't really change it. We're dealt the cards we're dealt. We've got to play the hand that we have. And that's where we are. Like, but we could still be really early to a lot of these investments. Take risks on speculative plays and hope that they become mainstream. Hope that they become like huge big players and institutions adopt them, right? Do you think Gallo will reach all-time high this bull run? I hope so. That would be amazing. What we got? Snack in the house. We got a bunch of people here. I'm going through all the chats here. Hey, Zach, can you talk about Grape token? Boatload. Yeah. So Grape has been bought by a new company. Um, they're still very, very active. Their marketing team has not stopped. They were actually listed as one of the top altcoins to watch on a couple different lists in the past couple weeks. Um, and I'm actually looking to try to meet the team. I think they might be going out to Dubai. So I'm going to Token 2049 in Dubai, looking to meet up with a bunch of people out there. And I think they might be out there, the new team. So hoping I can meet them out there. Let's see. Why Polygon? For a lot of reasons. So Polygon has done a ton for bridging the gap for big companies. So when we talk about like huge companies like Starbucks, Disney, Mercedes-Benz, they're all partnering with Polygon. And there's a reason for that. People are building on Polygon because there's a lot of less things they have to deal with than building on Ethereum. Polygon's great for gaming and NFTs. I think that's like a huge selling point. Polygon is obviously a layer 2 on Ethereum, which Ethereum is massive. If you like Ethereum, you should like Polygon. I've said that for years. So those are a few reasons. What are my credentials? So you must be new, Ricardo. I'm just a dude. I'm not like some crazy technical blockchain expert, but I have been in the space for 3 years. I've learned a lot through the years, and we're learning every single day, man. But I'm not going to sit here and say that, um, I know everything and other people don't, right? But we've guessed right on some plays, and they've allowed us. It's allowed us to do this full time and be able to learn about this space every single day. And that's all we're doing, man. We're just trying to grow and learn about everything we can and set ourselves up for financial success, man. That's the goal. That's always been the goal since day one. And yeah, Syncus DAO is on a rip. I saw that and just actually started learning about this and actually didn't speak directly to the team, but I've been in contact with them. It's very interesting. So I get like tons and tons and tons of emails every day, guys, which is awesome because it's like a huge ability to like network and see what's what. And again, Syncus DAO was one of those that came up. So I did see that was on a tear. What about Coinbase versus SEC? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of quieted down on that front. I'm sure things will kind of resurface. The Binance decision, I don't know if you guys saw that came down recently, and what Binance owed. Yeah, I actually need to. That's a Bryce. That's actually that's a good point. I actually need to see what the update is on Coinbase versus SEC. Where are we in that? Hold on, let me see here. I'm searching on my other phone here. Let's see here. So that was last year, right? So Coinbase is seeking dismissal of SEC's lawsuit 3 days ago. Coinbase takes SEC to court over unlawful crypto overreach. A coalition of crypto giants, including Coinbase and Andreessen Horowitz, filed a suit against the SEC in Texas seeking regulatory clarity. So it's still kind of hanging in the balance, but I think with the Bitcoin ETFs being approved, that kind of made the SEC like not look good, you know? Now, what's going to happen with altcoins? That's the big one. First hearing was in 17th of January. Yeah, because I remember covering that, but the decision is coming in the next few days. Hmm. So Kraken is also piling in, saying they want to dismiss the SEC suit as well. Are we really expecting to get an answer in days, though? Chris, is that right? If so, that's crazy. I gotta do a deep dive into that tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make a note of that right now. Nothing is going to happen with Coinbase. They are rolling with BlackRock. BlackRock does pretty much own everything. Do I think Crow can get to $1 in the bull run? Yeah, I mean that's basically just over their previous all-time high. I really like crypto.com in the bull run. That narrative I think is going to play really nicely. Um, Honestly, what happened with the whole FTX thing, I think crypto.com actually gained some good steam because they were able to show their proof of reserves. People gained confidence. Obviously, they're genius marketing agents. Crypto.com logo was everywhere last night. I was watching the UFC, all the fights last night. Crypto.com everywhere in the UFC, which is awesome. Obviously, Crypto.com Arena. So they have a tremendous opportunity to gain a lot of new users fast as adoption really picks up. So Buckeye DK said yes in days. Okay. Hell yeah. Yes. Plus Base is announcing something next week. Okay. So we got to be on the lookout for this Coinbase versus SEC decision. That could be huge for crypto. You're right. I guess, adding to our conversation earlier, that's another big one, I guess. Any of the lawsuits that are outstanding, we mentioned Ripple's, but I guess that is just as big, especially inside the US. Thoughts on what Sol does from here? I think Solana's going to be able to push upwards to about $500 in this bull run. That's my general price target. I think Sol is a really solid play for a 4 or 5x here from current levels. The thing is with Sol, we've already seen tremendous gains. I don't think it's done by any means. Um, but it's so hard to predict these things too. You just don't know. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen in a 12-month period. It's literally it's impossible. It's impossible to predict how much money could come in. I mean, look what happened with the Bitcoin ETFs. The expectation of how much would come into the ETFs, how much would inflow, was blown out of the water. I mean, their 2024 prediction was surpassed in 1 month. Okay, so that just goes to show you, like, you can make predictions, you just never know where the money's going to flow. But you try to take educated guesses. Like, why do you think I'm placing a ton of bets in the AI crypto sector right now? I'm betting that capital is going to flow in there behind me, right? Like, you want to get in early and you want to be there before everybody else sees what you see. And that's how you make a lot of money, whatever it is. Same thing in stocks. Same thing in stocks. Somebody is always somebody else's exit liquidity. And people like to say this like it's some like bad thing, like, oh, they're just gonna, sell when you get in. Like, last time I checked, that's exactly how everything works in stocks and crypto. Guess what? Somebody who bought Apple 10 years ago is going to be selling Apple while I'm buying it. There's no difference. That's how it works. The only difference is we've got a completely different asset class that nobody really knows about yet. And there's opportunities everywhere. But there's also ways to lose money fast because it's so new. Right? So we're dealing with an entire asset class, an entire market that is just not mature like the stock market. So anytime you're dealing with this, there's opportunities for life-changing wealth, life-changing money, if you play your cards right. Like, how you hit it big when it comes to investing is speculating. People who speculated on Google won a bunch of money. People who speculated on Amazon when Amazon was nothing made a bunch of money. Renee said the epic crash soon, guys. Who knows? Nobody knows. You listen to some of the macro gurus, later on in this decade, we're going to see a terrible crash. But it's also why you dollar cost average, why you keep some cash on the sidelines, and if and when that day comes, you're prepared for it. Rather than sit there and think about it and think about it and try to time it perfectly, set yourself up with having money in the market, but also money on the sideline to invest in the market if and when that day comes. That's it. Like, you can't sit there and guess. Like, you can't play the guessing game, right? You just got to prepare yourself on both sides. Be in the market. If it pumps like crazy, you're there. Have money on the sidelines and diversify your assets. Have money in stocks, have money in crypto. This is my philosophy, at least. You could disagree with it too. You don't have to take everything and say, okay, yeah, like I agree with that, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm just telling you guys, like, this is how I look at it. I want stocks, I want crypto, I want cash, and eventually real estate. I'm in the process of getting my first property. Super excited about that. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the name of the game, right? And be prepared for any scenario. When do you sell? Every asset is different, Renee, for me. Every asset that I own is different for me. Like, I own, obviously, the S&P 500, mutual funds, high-end tech stocks like Apple, Amazon. Those are long-term investments. You know, I'm 34. I don't plan on touching those for at least another 20 years. Okay? So Bitcoin is very similar when it comes to crypto. I don't plan on touching my Bitcoin anytime soon. Don't even have a selling plan with Bitcoin yet. But when it comes to a very small cap crypto, I might get in and say, okay, at 3x, and I map this out every time I get into new cryptos. I try to. I should say, sometimes you FOMO in and you're kind of screwed, right? Like, sometimes you're just like, oh shit, like, what am I doing in here? When do I take profits? What the hell? That will happen. And it still happens to me. So it's okay. But I'm talking about, like, when you're making an investment, like when you're investing like into Caspa, Chainlink, Polygon, XRP, BNB, one of these top cryptos, you need to have a strict plan in place. You need to have a plan in place. Like, hey, I'm holding this crypto to the top of the next bull market, and if it reaches $15, I'm selling 50% of my holding. And then if it reaches $20, I'm selling all the way out. And I'm moving those profits, and then have a plan. What are you going to do with those profits? It's not just the plan to take profits, but then it's the plan. What are you going to do with the profits that you pull out? Now, okay, I took the profits out of this, altcoin A. I held this altcoin for a year and a half. I timed it up properly. I 10x'd. I 10x'd on altcoin A, okay? And my plan with that 10x, because I wrote it down, because I had a vision for this, my plan was then to move all of those profits into Bitcoin, or half into Bitcoin, half into the S&P 500. That's what I'm trying to do more than anything else. I'm trying to hit big on risky, more speculative plays, and then with that capital, put it into less risky assets. Simple as that. And you continue to get a hit on the speculative play, stack your chips in your Bitcoin, your stock market, your real estate. Go get another hit over here. Okay, we guessed right over here. We got a 20x. Okay, take that profit. What are we going to do with it? We're going to put half of it into Bitcoin, half of it into, we're going to go try to get another property. Or maybe it's start a company, like investing that back in yourself to start a company you want to start. These are the sort of things you have to map out, because otherwise you're just sitting there, and the crypto market is so volatile. In the bull run, it's so easy to let your emotions just control you. And if you don't have a plan in place, and guys, I'm speaking from experience, I did not have a plan in place in 2021. I made a ton of mistakes by not taking profits when I should have. And if I would have just had a plan back then, I would have done way better in 2021. But you have to go through these ups and downs. You almost have to feel what it feels like to not have a plan, to not take profits when you should, to lose out on bigger gains sometimes when you took too much out or all of it out when you should have left a little bit in. And it's never going to be perfect, right? It's never going to be perfect. But the more that you can structure your investment strategy and really develop a plan that you trust, you're going to be able to stick to this and not let emotions get in the way. It's a lot easier to click that sell button at an 8x when that was your plan all along, was to make an 8x. If that's what you've been telling yourself day after day after day, and you wrote it down on this particular asset, when this thing 8x's, I'm taking my profits and I'm buying a full Bitcoin for the first time ever, or whatever your plan is. You keep telling yourself that all the time. Now that day comes, you can make that decision. Otherwise, we've all been there. Good luck trying to make that decision with no plan. It's very difficult, because what are you thinking? You're, oh my gosh, this is just going to go up forever. It's never going to stop going up. We're just going to continue to make money, right? No, that's not how it works. We know that, right? So, got a bunch of guys, a bunch of people in the chat here. This is the issue. Somebody said, shut up. Okay. Nice. Some haters on the internet. This guy's useless. What's up, Pollock? Well, dude, go live, man. Like, what do you like? Actually, I think I can go live with another person, right? Can I do that? I wonder if you can like add. I'm pretty sure you can do that on here. How cool would that be? That would be cool. Like, as people are talking shit in the comments, just bring them in. Like, this guy's terrible. Like, all right, hey, what's up, man? Now we're talking. Like, what's going on? All right, so what do you got? Like, that would be that'd be cool. Connor, I'm not a fan of any of those. Thank you, trying to learn. Yeah, Patty B. So hopefully, I mean, we're just kind of talking general advice and things like that. But I mean, that's the thing. In 2021, I would have made a lot more money at the top of that bull run if I would have had a plan, because there is no freaking time when the bull run hits, when it fully hits. If you guys have been in bull runs before, you know this. There is no time to respond and react, and you're just getting hit with haymakers, to use a UFC analogy. It's just haymaker after haymaker after haymaker. And if you're not ready and you don't have a structured process in place, you are going to miss out on some big gains and big opportunities. So I definitely encourage you guys, if you don't have a plan yet, start creating one. There's never a bad time. It's never too late. Start creating a plan for this next bull run. this next crypto bull run could be our last big chance before this space looks very different. It could be our last chance to make generational wealth. It really could be. And I don't think it's not to say that you couldn't make money in crypto after this bull run. It's just that these markets are going to mature. They're going to be more, I don't want to say manipulated, but more owned by the powers that be and the bigger companies and institutions, and more controlled by those institutions. And we can sit here and say we like that or don't like that. That doesn't really matter because we can't control it. What we can control is how we move, is forming a strategy, having a plan, having an exit strategy with every asset. This is crucial. And nobody talks about this. They just talk about, oh, let's just make a bunch of money. How? Like, how do we? You have to have a plan in place to take profits and then do something with those profits, not just sit on it or go buy Maseratis. I mean, you can do that. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. But I'm not about material things. I'm about turning assets into more assets. Assets, assets, assets. And as you get big hits on risky assets, in my head, my strategy is mitigate risk. And don't hear me wrong, I'm a risk taker. Like, we're in crypto, obviously, right? We're all taking a risk. But as you move along and start to create wealth, you want to slowly start mitigating some of that risk. At the same time, still taking chances. Does that make sense? So you want to start saving your money, at least I do. I want to start saving my money in less risky assets. I don't like to hold a lot of money in saving accounts because you're basically losing money when you have money in a savings account. Mitigate risk, get out of crypto. Not fully, no, but have less money in crypto. Hell yeah. That is the overall plan down the line. I shouldn't say have less crypto, probably less, you own less individual cryptos. I will say that because by then we're going to have a lot more information too. We're going to, I think we'll see the market shrink down and there will be some big winners and you'll own those, like the big companies like you do in the tech side of things, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You'll have those too. We just don't know which ones those are yet. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes crypto fun right now because we don't know what companies are going to be the Apple, Amazon. I mean, we got some early leads. There are some cryptos out there that have certainly taken an early lead. Bitcoin obviously being the biggest one. But in the altcoin space, that's what makes it so exciting. Is we don't know. We really don't know what's going to be the big, tech company that comes out of blockchain that it might not even be created yet. That company might not even be created yet. What's your current beta factor on your global portfolio? How do you measure yield by risk ratio? I don't really get into all the nitty gritty of yield by risk ratio and things like that. I mean, you know, I have somebody who helps me manage my stock portfolio, and they're much more savvy at those sort of things than I am. I don't pretend to be good at that. I'm not good at that, and I'm okay with that. But I want to have a balanced portfolio from the standpoint of like I want to own crypto, stocks, real estate, and businesses. Couldn't park a Maserati in my complex, it would disappear. I feel you. So Vito, buying property to the plan is to live in it for a little bit and then flip it. I've only got a couple $1,000, hoping to 10x in the next year, then reinvest it. Amazing. Yeah. 10x in crypto, you mean like in this bull run? And then reinvest it. Yeah. That's great, man. Like, just have a plan. Like, when you 10x, or however you're going about that, when you 10x what you put in, get it out. If that's your plan, if that's your strategy, and you have something else then to reinvest in or diversify your wealth. I don't know your overall plan, how old you are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But exactly, like, this is the way of thinking about it. Like, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then my plan is to diversify that gain into these three things, right? Like, you've got to think about it systematically, in my opinion. Otherwise, you're just going to be floating in the wind with no plan, no strategy. When you have no strategy, no plan, there's no telling what's going to happen. You haven't even given yourself a desired task or like a desired direction to move in. Who knows what's going to happen? You have no plan. You know what I mean? You have, like, I know it sounds common sense, but we often forget about that. Like, you still do the first sip in the morning live stream. We don't go live every day. Maybe we should start going live every day again. But anytime we are, yeah, we're always doing the sip of coffee, Libre, for sure. When the crash happens, will it be a 90% crash again? Altcoins crash 90% all the time in bear market. Yeah, in bear markets. Yeah, I mean, we feel as if that last bottom is in, though, and now we're kind of on the upswing. But yes, I mean, altcoins will most likely crash again if they continue to follow the cycles that they have, these 4-year cycles, right? Until the 4-year cycle's broken, we have to basically forecast that that's how it's going to play out, right? The trend is your friend. Whether you're betting on crypto, betting on sports, betting on roulette table, or whatever, the trend is your friend, right? You don't want to go against the trend until the trend is broken. Caspa will surely at top notch this. Yeah, I like Caspa on this bull run for sure. Richard, I don't think PMPY is a pump and dump. So far, it's been a nice steady chart. I think they don't have a lot of investors, but they have some heavy hitting investors, obviously, to be at where are they at now? $16 million market cap. Still a small cap relatively, but the thing is, if they roll out their tech that they have presented, they have an opportunity to be huge in the AI space. I really believe that. There are so many different ways to create a successful cryptocurrency project right now in the AI sector. There are so many problems to be solved, so many things that are unique. Everything needs to be kind of reimagined, redesigned, utilizing this technology. And it's perfect because you're dealing with two budding technologies wrapped into one. It creates this unbelievable narrative. People love to speculate in that space. And right now, it's been one that people are loving to speculate on. So, from what I can tell, Richard, I don't think it's a pump and dump. I think they're legit. That's my take on them right now. PMPY, honest opinion. There you go. Can you shout me out? There you go. What's up, Vlad? PMPY has been crushing it. Like, you're getting in right at the top right now, so just know that, right? But It's always a risk getting in at the top of any chart, and it never feels good, but you can dollar cost average, continue to um, basically see their progression as a company. So yeah, I was pulling up their chart. So they are at a $16.41 million market cap now, a little over 3 cents. The cool thing is they keep like burning a ton of their supply. And I know people love that. And I wish the Shib team would figure out what the heck they're doing with burns. That is frustrating. Um, yeah, my head is I actually got a little hair right now. I need to shave. Your top AI. Um, like top like main cap. Um, I've got, injective, render, and the graph, like up at the top. And then Singularity Net and Fetch AI as well. Fetch AI just partnered with Pal AI. Pal AI is another one. Um, I know I just mentioned a bunch of them. But at the top, injective, render, the graph, Pal AI, Singularity Net, Fetch AI would probably be like my basket, my AI ETF if you wanted a low risk but still relatively high reward. The liquidity is a little off, I will give you that. But we've seen that with a lot of projects. Like I feel like it used to be a bigger deal. People always said you need 10% or whatever. If you're a good team and you're a good project and your company doesn't need a ton of money to operate, like, and you just do the right things, like it's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? Um, obviously you need liquidity for traders. So I mean, but that can be a floating thing, right? It can be a floating number. Like you can, oftentimes you'll see projects add to the liquidity too over time as they become more successful. I feel like that's becoming more common. You know, thoughts on Medicaid? I don't know that. How's it going? How's it going? Thoughts on Bone Token? It's way down right now. I didn't think it would break below 60 cents, but it has. Um, I still think there's a lot of upside there, though. It's probably the crypto I think with the most upside right now, of the three. Most like immediate upside here, like relatively short term. You know what I mean? Beam or Gala? Oh man, that's tough. I own more Gala than Beam, but I own them both. But I've been stacking Gala for a while. Um, but I do like Beam. Mira is another one. Myria. So Gala, Beam, and Mira, three ecosystem gaming cryptos that I own and that I like. Why isn't anyone talking about WAGME? We talked about them today in our video. I made a video today on the channel, guys. Basically, check out that video if you guys haven't. It's like a 14, 15-minute video. It's the last video I posted today. And it was just a bunch of small cap cryptos that I like. Small to mid cap cryptos. Just kind of did like a little rant video. I think it was like a 15-minute video. But check that out. We talked about WAGME um, in that video. So, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I like Beam. I really do. We covered them last couple live streams we had too. We talked a little bit about them. Those three ecosystems, Gala, Beam, and Mira, Myria. Those three that are three that I like. ICP to 200. Yeah, that could probably happen. Like a 10x. Where's ICP at right now? ICP's got a ton of upside. GRT just hit 30 cents. Hell yeah. The graph just hit 30 cents. Did I mention I love stacks? That's another. I keep forgetting. Like I feel like I need to mention that a lot. Stacks, STX. Okay, wait a minute. What were we looking at? Oh, I wanted to look at Cody. Cody's been on a nice run. Very nice. Oh, ICP. ICP's at $12 right now. Did it get up to like? Oh no, it got up to like 15. Thought it got up to 20. Yeah, ICP has a lot of upside for sure. I'm going to load it up on Gala and fetch after my final Bitcoin purchase this week. Tax refund. Nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Wicked. Stacks going to go hard AF. Yeah, man. I like Stacks a lot. Oh, just literally hanging out in bed. GRT 7x possible from here to all-time high. Yeah, I like the graph a lot. Have a good night, Zach. You're looking good and healthy, buddy. Appreciate it, Jay. Have a good night, man. Take it easy. Caspa getting past $1. Hell yeah. Jose, I heard about this line. I heard about LimeWire, obviously. Used LimeWire way back in the day, right? But so what I don't know fully yet are they building something that's like a real use case here? Like, remind me, Jose, what they're doing. I obviously don't have like a computer in front of me. I'm just kind of chilling. Um, yeah, we talked about Filecoin earlier. I like Filecoin, but I if I had to make some bets on decentralized storage, I would probably make some bets on some of the newer companies for this bull run. So that's Arweave, Arweave and Siacoin. Um, let's see here. See you, Vito. What does your indicator say about GRT? It flashed a buy signal not too long ago, actually. 3-4 days ago, I think. It's been on a strong uptrend for a while. I bought more GRT around. I've been dollar cost averaging. Been buying since it was kind of pretty low. Wasn't at the bottom, but I recently bought again at like 22 cents, I think, and there was a momentum up that flashed around that time period. I use my own indicator, xtalgo.com. It's in the description if you want to check it out. It's 21% off discount right now. It's a great tool. I mean, straight up, it's a great tool. Like, I don't want to overly, it's my company, obviously. I mean, but I use it every single day, guys. It really does help with crypto and stock trading and just finding an entry point, even for longer term holds. Watch it from the Philippines. That's awesome, Paul. Thanks, man. Saya been around for a while too. Yeah, it has, but it feels like it's a little fresher and newer than Filecoin, in my opinion. And I don't think Filecoin is going to do bad. Nathan, I'm not sure, man. A lot of people use VPNs, but I don't know if I thought KuCoin. Oh no, in the US, I gotcha. Yeah, VPNs are a thing. If you need one of those, I got you. I got you covered there too. NordVPN. Check out the link down below. But it is something a lot of people use. I mean, I use Nord. I've been using Nord for a while. There's a lot of good companies. Nord, Express. I've had no issues with Nord. I've used them for a long time. Oscar, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? KYC is the issue. Yeah, I gotcha. There are a lot of exchanges now that don't make you KYC. Some people like that, you know. Oscar's the man. Oscar, I hope you can come to the Twitter space tomorrow, man. Ready for more Jasmy boom and Shiba drama plus Crow juice. Hell yeah, man. We've been talking about all those in the stream tonight, just hanging out. Yeah, I think Jasmy's looking really strong here still. Shib drama for sure, man. It's been a struggle, man, since August, really, since Shibarium went live, But I hope they can start piecing it together, man. Oh, 8 a.m. Got you. That's early for you on the. Yeah, you're on Central. Forgot. Yeah, man. We'll be live for a little while probably. Or on the space. Jerry, that's awesome, man. I hear you, brother. Appreciate you, all your support too, Jerry. You're the man. Have a good night, dude. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna close up the space too. This was really cool. Hope you guys liked it. Hit the like button if you haven't, subscribe and all that. It's been fun. Appreciate it. Have a good night, guys. Oh, right. Tomorrow, see you on the Twitter space. I want to hear from you guys. Twitter space tomorrow. Hop on, follow me on Twitter at Z_Humphries over there. We've got a Twitter space, 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Crypto Breakfast Club. We're talking crypto to start the week. Hell yeah. See you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Crypto Breakfast Club on Twitter. Peace.